Muy buenas a todos, aquí estamos Mirfero Gaming, estamos en el episodio número 3 de NBA 2K19 del modo Mi Carrera y vamos a empezar. Objetivo al descanso, remonta y vence a los Hustle. Cueste lo que cueste, reparte al menos 3 asistencias a Marcus Young. Ok, let's go mate. Llevamos 3 episodios y todavía estamos en el prelude, ¿sabes? O sea, ojo. Todavía no ha empezado ni nuestra carrera en la NBA ni nada. Y no sabemos qué va a deparar el futuro. Por lo pronto es el mejor que he jugado, el mejor en mi carrera por lo pronto.
And we are nothing without the old shoes that came before us.
We should focus on some new shoes.
Looks like somebody hit copy and paste 12 times on a computer.
Yeah, man, they even step the same.
Man, yo, your girl is a great writer. Tell Coach I'll be in a minute.
What?
Vale, hay que ganar.
We gotta step it up, y'all. We got 10 points to come back from. Look alive and start passing more.
You mean start passing to you?
I mean, start turning the game up.
Oh, so if I give the ball to Howie every time, you'll be okay
Howie
with
not
that?
gonna make no shot.
Hey, don't drag me. You only worried about this because you know that scout's in the stands again.
AI. Marcus has the matchup in this game. You know he has a point. You've seen it. If we're gonna win this, it has to go through him. Come on, bro.
Whatever you say, AI. We're behind you.
Marcus. Hey, you want to beat these guys? Let's do it together. Pick and roll.
What's the catch?
No catch. I'm about winning. That's how we do it.
All right.
Pues let's go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. First half is in the books between the Hustle and the Mad Ants.
And Memphis was able to jump out to an early lead, but you can't count out the very tough Mad Ants team.
I know this team has too much pride to not come out swinging and try and even things up early on here.
Second half just getting going, so let's move on to the action. Well, you watch Marcus Young play, and he just has an incredible burst with the ball.
And he has what I like to call sneaky speed. He'll surprise you or catch you off guard just when you think you know what he's up to and just go right by you.
Now here's Hawkins.
Qué mierda acabo de
Trig
hacer.
with the block.
Y qué gorro.
NBA coaches, they just love to get defense out of the 5 spot. And seeing that block,
qué mal.
it looks like Trig can do that.
And with the Memphis Hustle, not a lot of characters on the team.
It is hard to point out a player that can separate themselves from the rest of the team. PR, they have a hard time marketing them, but they are effective where it counts on the floor.
Well, maybe you should get out there, Tim.
Such precision off the pass. Love seeing Young be decisive when he gets the ball.
Pass to Flash. Knight with the screen. Edwards. Guarded by Young. That one off the back iron and out.
Not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Back to AI. Buries it down low. And now that we've seen a good amount of AI, how do you think his growth has been?
Well, AI has always had skill, but he's shown some great maturity since arriving to the Mad Ants. He looks like someone who is completely focused on improving his basketball career, wouldn't you say?
Now here is Wade. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
They get one to drop. 1 of 4 here in the third.
Pass to Trigg. Randolph. AI. Hawkins covering. AI outside. Back to Young. Over Edwards. Again for Wayne.
I have no doubt that Marcus Young will eventually get the call up. He's continued his development quite nicely here in the G League. Very talented guard.
Now here's Flash. Pass to Wade. They set the pick. Hawkins outside. No good with the triple.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, and they have the lead. He might help by being a little more selective tonight. That's a shot he had to take.
No question. The decision was good, just didn't execute.
Here's Flash. From past the arc. Well, one thing that you can say about the Hustle is that they play incredibly well as a unit.
This group is the very definition of what it means to be a team. I mean, if you look up team in a dictionary, this team will probably pop up. They play with a single purpose, no antics or egos, and they always show up to win.
The Mad Ants trailing. AI outside. There's a screen. Outside Grace. Screen by Grace. AI covered by Evans. Here's AI. Count that one.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. You know, get a little physical, show some effort.
Defensively, that's job number one. Effort, nothing easy inside.
And what a matchup it is between the Hustle and Mad Ants. Two teams with two very different approaches.
Well, you think of all the characters in the Mad Ants, and it's the polar opposite of the straight-laced Hustle. It's a clash of ideology on the floor.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range. They're starting to heat up.
The defense is stepped slow. They've got to take away that airspace.
Now here's Trigg. Back to AI. Out to the left wing. Second shot opportunity. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
When you play like AI has since arriving to the Mad Ants, you're bound to get some attention. And there are some NBA whispers that have started to surface. You figured it was just a matter of time with the way that he's been producing for this team.
Here's Conley. 2 points. That one goes in.
It's so hard to contain him. He gets it done however he has to do it.
Probably a smart move to go 2 for 1 here.
I agree. They need to get a good look and do it in a hurry.
Left side, Carter. Back to AI. Grace. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by AI.
And above all else, Coach Keller, he demands accountability, both on and off the court.
Keller is fair, but he wants people to take responsibility for themselves. That means on missed rotations on the floor and keeping out of trouble off of it.
Now here's Walker. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's blocked by Lou Grace.
In the G League, you've got to show off your defensive chops.
Esta me la voy a pegar yo, pero vamos.
Strong case for his defense with that block.
AI outside. Misses. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hustle ahead. They're up by...
¿Cuánto vamos? 8 abajo.
Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The fourth quarter of play should begin in moments. The Hustle with the lead.
And with the Hustle, you know you're going to get a lot of consistency. They just don't have off nights.
Pass to Walker. And
Vaya,
2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Howie Carter picks one up. The first free throw is good.
El segundo.
And good on both.
Tampoco. Más 10 otra vez.
And here is Boss. AI guarded by Conley. They get it back. And it's good.
Buena, Randolph.
Fought through contact, hit the shot, and he'll go to the line. And And the free throw, no good.
Well, one thing you know with the hustle is that they are going to be focused all game, Brian.
At times, the group has been called emotionless, but I think that's unfair. The hustle never get in their own heads, no matter if they have a big lead or a big deficit.
And I like that even keel attitude.
Now here's Walker. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to the play.
AI outside. Pass to Randolph. Carter. AI. Guarded by Conley. We've played just over a minute here in the fourth quarter.
The hustle, they have a very versatile group of players. Many can sub in for each other during rotations, and it makes matching up easy.
Now here's Dedman. And there's the pick.
Demasiado esa mierda.
Here's AI. That's his 6th field goal today. With that make, he's 6 for 11.
I love the fearlessness. AI doesn't get nervous when the defense is on him inside.
Pass to Conley. Beal. Dedman with it. He's covered by Randolph. Dedman with it. Shot off the screen. Again, Memphis.
Joder, cómo canta mi defensa, tío.
Can play a very intimidating game of basketball.
The team comes at you in a measured and unrelenting way. It's like you're going up against a hive mind of players and coaches, and that's a daunting task.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth here. AI outside. Tries it from 16. Outside Young. AI. Hawkins covering. Back to Young. Trigg a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's AI. And he misses it off the right side of the rim. Outside Edwards. Flash. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Wade. Back to Hawkins. And stolen by AI.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
wow, buena ya.
Mad Ants is the motel fire they were a part of recently. Happened in their last road trip. I know something like that can really get in the head of a team.
Now here's Hawkins. Covered by AI. Little turnaround. It's hauled in by AI. And with that fire you mentioned, still no word on what happened, but hopefully some light is shed on it soon.
Yeah, Blake, the important thing is that everybody is safe. For the Mad Ants to come that close to a very dangerous situation is rattling enough, and hopefully the Mad Ants can put that behind them and not let it impact them. He was just the first one to react to that miss, a hustle play on the putback.
Pass to Trigg. Outside Young. Trigg a screen. Shoots off the screen. Bullseye.
Venga, bien, Young.
A little bit of point guard play coming from the center position. Trigg making a dynamic pass to the open man.
Here's Flash. Here's the pick. Now here is Wade. Picked by Wade. And Julian Flash. Here we go.
What I like about Flash is his love for the game. He's hungry to keep improving over time.
He gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. And he hits both from the stripe. Here's Young. High post, Connor Trigg. AI. Hawkins covering. And that one's good. AI.
Yeah, I think AI did some work on his inside game during his time in China. He's looking very confident in that area.
Hawkins with it. Now guarded by AI. They get a hand on it. Now here's Hawkins. Shot clock at 5. Here's Flash. The 3 won't fall. And here are the Mad Ants. Trailing here by 8. Tatum outside.
Vamos, Connor. Tatum.
Knight with the block.
3.
Have to be wary of Knight. Possesses the size and timing needed to reject shots.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think
La tenemos de todas maneras chunga.
And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Now,
necesitamos canasta rápida.
Shot clock in the game clock. And here's AI outside. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
It's easy to see why the coaching staff goes to AI there. He's got the clutch gene written all over him.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Timeout called the Mad Ants. What's your take, guys?
They do that game plan.
And that's the horn. Memphis Hustle come away with
9 abajo.
signing off. Good night, everyone.
Nikki, hey.
Hi, yeah, first of all, this is totally fine. We can fix this. I only wanted people to know about the fire so that we could see that you guys had a rough night. You know, I thought it'd be a good story before or after a game, whether you won or lost. Mad Ants rise from the fire to play again.
Slow down. What are you talking about?
After I published the story, websites started posting links to the video. You should have told me what really happened. I never would have written anything. I didn't know there was a video.
What?
Come on.
I've got this. I know how to handle this.
Wait for me outside, okay? Wait for me outside.
All right.
Don't say anything. Just watch this.
I light one end, you light the other.
Oh, no! Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Who posted this? Coach, I just think I should know who recorded this if it's going to be treated like evidence.
What did I tell you when I took you on? I talked about discipline and control and respect. You don't have any discipline or control. You just lost my respect. You know what else? You lost your place on this team.
It's over. Everything I've worked for was just wasted, gone.
You can get past this. Spin it, apologize.
Look, I'm not some star player who just sent out a few bad tweets, Nikki. I'm nobody. When you're nobody, they have no reason. They need one reason just to say no, and I served it up. I served it right up to them.
Start over.
I'm sick of tired. I'm so sick of starting over. You said you wouldn't have written anything.
What are you talking about?
The video. You said if you knew about the video, you wouldn't have written anything. Is that true?
I don't like where this is going, AI.
This is your job. This is what you do. You wrote the story, Nikki.
You think that I'm going to ruin your career for a couple of retweets?
Do you know
what is
where
wrong
that
with
video
you?
came from?
What does it matter where it came from?
Because it had to be Marcus.
I don't know. You can check a couple original postings if you do some digging. So what?
You wrote the story, Nikki. You wrote it. People piled on, but you started this. You wrote it. This is your fault, Nikki. This is your fault.
This was a mistake.
What do you mean?
I told you the first night that we went out what my line was, and
Nikki,
you crossed it.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Get out.
No, Nikki, I didn't
Find your own
mean
way
it.
back to Fort Wayne.
Marcus the Legend? Didn't even bother to change your username, did you?
You look upset.
You a snake.
Hey, man, I told you I would do everything I have to do to climb over you. And you just happen to be careless enough to turn your back on me. You'd be lying if you said to yourself that you wouldn't do the same thing. So, checkmate. Game over.
Man. I had a friend once tell me that people can recognize desperation just as quickly as talent. And I didn't listen to him. I mean, I knew he was talking to me, but I just figured, just words. I didn't care. But I get it now. In this exact second, me running in here, hollering at you, getting caught up in all this, the league. Seeing you now is like, it's like looking in a mirror. And if that's what it takes, I don't want it. So yeah, man, you gonna get the call now, sure, but it won't last, Marcus. Teammates, coaches, they gonna smell it on you, all that fake hustle, that locker room chess. You're just gonna grind yourself straight back here to where you started. Just a sad weekend amateur, struggling to put a ball through.
Cool story, bro. Seriously, like, beautiful, amazing story. I like it so much. I'm going to text you a picture of my first game check. Why are you still here? We're done, right?
Yeah, man. We done.
You're done.
I didn't look so bad. You didn't. You recorded that whole conversation?
I did.
He doesn't know I'm helping you, does he?
Listen, you made the right call by posting that video. Together, you and I, we're gonna do great things. No one I ever want to see him on another roster after this, unless it's like a local rec league. So, what do you think?
I got some old videos. I can make it work.
Yes.
Qué hijo de puta.
What's your name? What's your name?
This is AI coming at you from Indiana, all by way of China. It's just gonna be a matter of time before the NBA sees what I can do. Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye. Corey Harris, I'm coming for you. You're gonna be buried right next to Marcus Young.
No, that's not me! Hey, excuse me, hey. Your busboy, Zach Coleman, is he here?
No.
Well, when's he gonna be back? I need to talk to him.
I don't know. He's off in the NBA, living his dream, managing Marcus Young. We're all very proud.
I know, Marcus Young?
Yes.
That's what he said?
Yes. Friendly piece of advice?
Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye.
I'd try to find somewhere else to eat.
I'm very excited to be here with the Spurs. I mean, I'm also excited to experience the great town of San Antonio. It's a dream come true. Honestly, I'm really humbled by it all. It's the opportunity to be a part of such a great basketball legacy.
Hijo de la gran
Everything
puta.
that Popovich is.
Pretty brave. Being seen out in public with career kryptonite.
Don't forget Fort Wayne's most hated.
Right. Old boy at the burger stand even charged me full price today.
Earl? He never asked full price.
Uh-huh. And then he charged me extra for pickles. And he said, "Have a nice day, IA." Which I didn't totally get, but I assume was an insult.
Nah, I think that's just Earl. He calls me Bert. Even if I correct him, he's still like, "Have a great day, Bert."
So what y'all doing here?
News. You hear about this guy?
Oh, what?
Bought himself a fishing boat.
Yeah, it looks like I'm not gonna be getting that 12th man spot. So, it's over. Moving to the Keys, let my belly grow.
Got room for one more?
Hey, no way, man. I'm bored that thinking. It's a slippery slope to early bird specials and afternoon bingo games with blue hairs.
Oh, baby. That does sound good.
Look, I'm just saying. I don't know how to fish and I get seasick, but I learn pretty quick.
You're not listening to a word I've said, have you? You're not gonna spend your time wasting your career on a boat with me. AI.
I got no offers, man. Season's done for me. I don't know, man. Maybe my career's done.
We see right through it. You'll be screaming for a training camp in a month.
Doesn't matter how loud I scream if no one wants to hear it.
Read this.
What is it?
An article. I'm about to publish it on the tape that Zach and Marcus made.
Wait. The audio? You were able to...
I made a couple calls. I had an engineer friend of mine prove that your rant was edited.
This is... Nikki, thank you.
I mean...
Thank you.
Well, what they did was wrong, and they deserve to be called out.
Look, Nikki,
Wherever you end up, try and remember this place. These faces. Make sure they stay a part of you.
Hello?
Okay.
You sure?
Don't ask me again.
AI. How are you?
Good.
I just told him to surprise me. Now I'm questioning my ability to consume food.
Hey, there's no right way to eat it. You kind of just got to make it happen. But trust me, your life will never be the same.
I promise I got more going on in my life than issues with sandwiches. Trust me.
He actually thinks he can get people to believe that.
She's got jokes. But Reggie's honestly worth the trade.
We're both from New York, and for once, the bread was not totally lacking.
The bread is always lacking in Los Angeles. It's the water. The water in New York is better. Have you ever had a bagel in Los Angeles?
No, you don't get a bagel in Los Angeles. You know better than to get a bagel.
Anyway, my blood sugar is taking a nosedive. We've been traveling from Minneapolis all day. I just don't want to pass out in front of you.
Hey, no. Take your time, man. I mean, I got no place else to be. Wait, y'all say you came from Minneapolis?
Sometimes coaches get swept up in deals just as much as players. Now we're in Minneapolis.
Here we are.
Or did they throw in a foosball table for you two or something?
Large Marge. It gives you a rub down. Great masseuse. Deep tissue, Swedish.
She's all elbows, in the good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold up a minute, though. I mean, the Minneapolis G League, I mean, aren't they out of Des Moines, Iowa?
I didn't say we came from Des Moines. I said we came from Minneapolis.
So the NBA. Wait, y'all working with the T-Wolves?
This guy.
He's not as perceptive as we thought he was. What's been going on with you?
You keep your expectations low and
wow.
You don't get disappointed.
Well, hey,
yeah.
You know what? Congratulations. Seriously, that's
Thank
really
you.
exciting, you guys.
Let's
That's
get
awesome.
to the chase, AI. We caught wind of that tape of you ranting.
It doesn't matter what Wayne Hoops HQ proved. Okay, we know that wasn't the real you on the tape. We know you.
We also had a call with Paul Tatum, and he told us what was up.
Yeah, he told us about the games this season. And he set him up against the Dragon. Now you let Marcus shine in that Hoosier gym. So we went back and we watched the tapes.
Oh, yeah? What'd y'all think?
Your win shares are off the charts, AI.
You look great, kid. You look great. Probably the best you ever played. We have one game left this season.
One.
Mm-hmm. Okay?
Against the Spurs.
You know.
And Marcus Young.
Yep. Every game he's putting up huge numbers, and when he's at 100, he's basically unstoppable. And the guy we got guard him, he's out.
He's out.
So that's where you come into the picture. I mean, you know his moves, right? You know how to defend him.
Yeah, you can get inside his head.
He's not on your level. AI, you know that.
That's why we're here, a trial.
Came to talk to you.
One shot.
One shot.
One game.
Hang on a second. Like, so what are the strings?
No strings.
There's no strings. Do you see strings?
There's no strings. You just win. Right all the wrongs. Okay, and next year you'll have your choice. You could pick and choose where you want to go in the organization.
Miami.
Chicago.
Palm trees. He sees it. Look at him.
So the question is, are you up for it? What do you say?
I won't let you down, Coach.
You earned this, all right? Now prove us right.
What's your name?
Don't overextend.
Marcus will make the mistakes if you let him flow to you naturally.
Man, I am nervous.
I know. It'll keep you on edge, okay? Visualize. Execute.
So, how's Fort Wayne?
Cold. Snowy. This is your time, AI. Take it.
Just wish this wasn't over.
It's not over. We'll just be something else.
Will I see you again?
I hope so.
No, man, I already told you. Marcus Young does not appear for anything less than $50,000. Well, does he get to keep the ride? Okay. Yeah, he'll think about it.
You get better reception outside.
Nah, it's okay. I did what I needed to do. Everything good?
Yeah. It's great, man.
That's great. Awesome. Wow. Look at you. I'm
I thought
proud
Marcus
of you.
was an easier coat to ride.
Oh,
so you threw me away the second you realized I had other plans than being a mercenary, take no prisoners killer.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about here.
Only you could have helped Marcus edit that audio.
Look, man, I want you both to succeed, but sometimes you gotta make a choice.
This area is for players, staff, and approved guests only. You none of those.
It's a business, man.
Not if I can help it.
And one of the feel-good stories of the year, the emergence of AI. Worked his way through the G League.
Still learning how to create for others, but he's a great prospect. Trust me, this guy's like double-sided tape. He gonna be sticking, Ernie.
AI's first taste of the NBA.
Aquí se está viendo cómo, por todo lo que ha pasado el personaje, ¿sabes? AI, madre mía. En fin, vamos a por ellos, ¿no? Contra los putos Spurs. Un momento, gente. Creo que me están hablando por aquí. Ok. Ya está. Estaban hablando por el League of Legends. Vamos a ver si ganamos a Marcus Young y a los Spurs. Uy, la verdad está bastante interesante. Ves cómo te tienes que ir a otro país a ganarte la vida, a China en este caso. Después destacas, te vuelven a llamar de la NBA. Te vuelven a llamar de la NBA. Te meten en la liga de desarrollo los cabrones. Y después te quieren para la NBA. Y a ver qué. A ver ahora.
In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Timberwolves out in Minneapolis.
Good luck, Marcus.
Please. Enjoy your first and last game in the league, chump.
Esto es muy americano, una americanada. No estás en la NBA, de repente te llaman, juegas un partido decisivo.
Yeah, it's not bad if you still have an old school back to the basket guy that can score on the block. But what I love now is not a lot of standing. Back when I played, you still see teams cutting, setting screens, and a lot of backdoor cuts where guys get some easy layups when you play out the post right now. Just a lot more movement.
No vas a matar ni una,
Look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Young.
Qué guapa está la camiseta de los
Anderson in at the small forward. Now here's Towns, and he really played well against Denver, and it's good, 2 points. AI's got the opening basket of the game for Minnesota. And if AI is familiar to anyone, you might remember him from his college days. Played a big role in a college tournament run not too long ago.
And unfortunately for AI, he got a little ahead of himself and declared after that run. And NBA scouts felt he just wasn't ready and ended up going undrafted. Just seems like he needed more time to mature, but I'm guessing he wished he stayed another year in college.
Here's AI. Marcus Young making his last shot. There's AI with a 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Defeated by the Pelicans in the last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
You know what? The issue that night, the misses became contagious, and the guys lost more and more confidence as it went along.
This all no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wiggins passes to AI.
Vamos a meter el balón a Gibson.
And Gibson kicks to AI. Gasol with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Hemos fallado ya 2 tiros para mí.
Take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And Andrew Wiggins, the number 1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
Al Gasol following the 3-point attempt by Andrew Wiggins. Aldridge with a screen on Teague. That puts them in the lead.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
AI outside. Gibson passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Anthony Towns.
Work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Green kicks to Aldridge. Young outside. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
The will Young has, takes contact well and remains committed to scoring even when he gets hit.
Now, here's AI. Pass to Towns. Outside Teague.
Towns.
And Towns, the bucket on the assist by AI.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And you can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
Que no va a estar este año.
Going with right now.
Se ha retirado.
Corky Dangs checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Bielitsa comes in for Taj Gibson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Rose in for Jeff Teague. Basket good.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. AI passes to Jang. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Y Lovenier tampoco está en ese equipo.
And Smitty, it's amazing since Popovich
Lovenier lo ha fichado de Fenerbahce.
Only one time under his tenure.
Yeah, in his first season, they won only 20 games.
Lovenier o Loven.
They got the #1 overall pick, which became, guess who? Tim Duncan.
Now here's Murray. His last outing, he had 8 points. Rejected by AI.
Terrific defensive play. If you're going to score on AI, gotta come at him stronger than that.
Bjelic ha cambiado también de equipo.
AI was grinding away in the G League, and from what I hear, he made a lot of progress with his approach to the game and fine-tuning his skill set.
And more, Greg, there are players who just figure it out when they get in the G League. You wonder if AI is the next player to make a successful leap. Spurs trail by 4.
Let's go.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Poke loose. Gay dishes to Aldridge. Gay outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Gay. 4 on the shot clock. Over Crawford. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. In the corner, it's AI. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
For free.
And that's now 7 points for AI. Here's Aldridge. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Minnesota on top as they end the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. The former #1 pick overall.
Estamos.
2015, Carl.
Single day,
estamos
we're thinking
activos.
about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs.
Yep, one step at a time. Take a look on the floor for Minnesota.
Ganamos ahora mismo. Al bocaza es este.
So it's the Spurs now. They trail by 9 points. On the court right now for the Spurs. Inside, it's the veteran. Green is out there with Young. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Gibson passes to Teague. He kicks it to AI. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Well, Smitty, when it comes to Danny Green, this guy's got a lot of courage. We know that. The man lives with 2 enormous boa constrictors.
Jade and Lightning, those are their names. He's had Jade since his days at North Carolina. Said that given his busy schedule, snakes were just a lot easier to take care of than other pets.
Towns. Open is Gibson.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
Green kicks to Young. This all setting the pick for Young. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Now it's just a 3-point Timberwolves lead. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. Here's Gasol, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on AI.
As Gasol continues to work on his shooting range, guess what? His free throw percentage has been creeping up as well. Probably not a coincidence.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. I mean, he's a two-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Foul call that time.
Falta de
That'll
taquizo.
give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Decent when he entered the league, Aldridge has turned himself into a phenomenal free throw shooter.
He's off on the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing.
Wiggins.
Contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
And allowing Young to get deep position is dangerous. He's so capable of finishing over anyone.
That shot, no good. And so it's a close game as we wrap. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back.
Al descanso, 3 arriba Minnesota. Qué guapo, tío.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the third quarter starting here now. Marcus Young really making a difference here.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Teague out there with AI. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. AI from long range. He doesn't hit that one.
Si no me la pego yo, no se la
Defensive
pega
work
nadie.
there by Young. Pass to Anderson. Smitty, you had an unbelievable career. Was there any chance or opportunity that you did not take that you wish you had?
You know, Kevin, it's 3 of them. One, I had a chance to be traded to the New York Knicks. I always wondered what it would be like to play in New York. They call that the Mecca. I didn't take that chance. I think second was to get a chance to play overseas at the end of my career. I think those are the 2 things that I wish I had a chance to go back. I would make a different choices.
Young outside, feeds it to Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
Let Aldridge get to the rim. You know you're in trouble.
Minnesota in the lead. T kicks to AI. The pass to Gibson. Outside T. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Good on the 3-point shot. And that's 15 points for AI. And you talk about getting thrown into the fire. We're seeing the first NBA minutes for AI in one of the biggest games of the season.
Coño.
This team must believe in him to look his way with everything on the line.
And if you follow the news, you might have heard the story of how AI came to land on this team. This is as
Wolves dancer
as it gets, and AI has to be both terrified and elated right now.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for Carl Anthony Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Taj Gibson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Jeff Teague. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Gay comes in for Anderson. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green, and it's Mills in for Young. Mills passes to Aldridge. Kicks it to Gay. The 11-footer, but he gets it back. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes in. Gay's got 7 points in the game.
High percentage look for mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Minnesota shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Bielitsa, he's checked in for Minnesota. The Spurs also with the sub. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Now here's Ginobili. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Murray, the pass to Laverne. There's the pick. Outside, Ginobili. That shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and for me, guys, that's what I call a character game. I mean, they could have closed up
shop.
It would have been easy to just let that one go and get ready for the next one, but they fought back. I mean, and that mental fortitude that they displayed there is why they're such a good team. 3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pass to Laverne. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. Pass to Laverne. Ginobili outside. Here's Gay. And he uses the glass on the way. Gay's got 6 in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 7. Rose passes to AI. Back to Rose. He kicks to AI. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul.
Falta en ataque de Georgia.
For him. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Rose. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for the Spurs. Young comes in for Patty Mills. Gasol dishes to Young. Over AI. And it's off the back rim. No good for Minnesota. They've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. You know, Greg, when you talk about AI, you have to mention that he was playing in China before getting a chance here in the NBA.
And just reading about his time in China, it seems like that whole experience was a harsh dose of reality for AI. That never quite felt at home. And while he did improve his game, I know he is glad to be back in the States.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Here's Jones, and he hits the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
You know, this is the discipline you need to play with. At this level, number of possessions matters.
And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. Timberwolves lead by 7. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. On the court right now for the Spurs, Rudy Gay is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Green, and it's Young, and it's Murray in at the 2 spot.
Using the screen like his own personal bodyguard. Green gets the separation.
AI kicks to Bielitsa. Back to AI. Banked in off the glass. AI's got 13 points in the second half.
And it's not hard to see AI out there in an NBA uniform and not be reminded of that huge dunk he pulled off while playing in China. I still remember that play going viral.
Yeah, Greg, he was the talk of basketball after pulling off that dunk, and it actually helped him kickstart his path to the NBA. It's incredible, isn't it, how a dunk can change a career. Young's shot is off.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is everything but the finish.
Paso era para
Gandhi there almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Teague comes in for Tyus Jones. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Anderson in for Murray. Clock is at 3. Here's Wiggins. San Antonio with the rebound. Outside, Green. Anderson outside. Young outside. Back to Gasol. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Young's shot is off.
No, meter ni de coña.
He gives you the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
And now it's a double-digit lead. And that's now 25 points for AI.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many
Está mordiendo el polvo bastante guay.
Right now, they need the basket.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
All right, bring it in, bring it in. You gotta maintain pressure on Marcus, you got me? Don't let up on him. Y'all want this win? Y'all want this win? Let's go get it. Come on now, bring it in. 1, 2, 3, right!
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Good blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Wiggins with it,
Wiggins.
and Young picks him up defensively. AI kicks to Wiggins. Back to AI. Here's Gibson. And good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got 3 assists in the game. So often when a player comes off injury, he's placed on a conservative minutes restriction. Usually it's the trainers that put that, the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can or cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaching staff, trainers, they ask, are you ready to go? I wouldn't say 100%, but are you ready to resume the amount of minutes you played? You couldn't answer that.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just
Pasa,
the
Marcos.
overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans
Parece ser
home
que
happy.
me has comido
And that about does it for
algo.
the final game of the NBA regular season.
Hey, Big Toonie. Hey, I didn't think I'd see you here.
I'm here as a fan, not as a scout. Thanks for the show.
Hey, man, so what you think? Am I running yet?
Hey, this is just the beginning, kid. But you're going to have a lot of teams to choose from this summer. I'll make sure of it. Welcome to the NBA.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
I'm just here to check out the new talent. This is the future of the game right here.
Hey, stop recording my face, bro. This is your boy, right? This is a star.
AI, you had a tremendous game tonight, and I'm sure there'll be many more to come. But let's start with your name first, AI. What does that stand for?
What's my name?
El buen AI. Nice. 25 puntos en un estreno en la NBA. Yo lo veo bien. Ahora la cinemática y cerramos el vídeo. La agencia libre de 2018 ha comenzado. interés de los equipos. Todo el mundo, ¿sabes? Vamos a empezar desde abajo. En los Rockets, inactivo, o sea, que voy a ser una puta mierda. En los Spurs, ni de coña. En los Warriors, me dan asco. Indiana Pacers, no me gusta. Utah Jazz tampoco. Washington Wizards, Blazers. Los Celtics, ni de coña. Bucks. Jugador de rotación, Esto me ofrecen rotación. Suplente clave. Aquí ya podemos empezar a hablar. 15 minutos. A los Lakers, 16. A los Wolves, Los Wolves es donde más me pagan. ¿Cuánto me pagan más? A mí me gustan los Lakers. Okay. A los Lakers, chaval.
What it do, youngin'? Hey, appreciate you meeting with me.
Yeah, you can thank my agent for that.
Yeah? He happened to mention why I wanted to sit down?
Nah, you know, just told me to keep an open mind.
So when you moving to a new spot?
Oh, you know, a couple weeks back.
I still remember my first check, man. Had the little Knicks logo on the top corner. Next day, I went out and bought me a watch all frosty. 3 weeks later, on the road in Miami, hit up Mansion post game, and the next morning, woke up. Poof, 200 large, gone.
You heard of insurance?
I thought I was gonna play forever. Like Vince Carter, collecting a paycheck and a pension. Last thing I remember was James Harden's grin. He hit me with that half cross, half carry thing he likes to do, and I'm waiting for the step back, and next thing I see, black. Woke up in Cedars. Mama was sitting there with a Bible on her lap while the doctor told her that I had hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Means my heart muscles were so swollen the blood couldn't pass through no more. Doc told me I could never play ball again. It's the worst day of my life. I mean, hoop was my identity, man. It was my reason. After that, man, I just spun out, you know? People try to reach out, you know, all the dudes from around the league that you'd expect. Oh, try to make me feel better, but I wasn't hearing them. Wasn't long before I was back in my mama's crib in Jersey. Same single bed. Flat broke. It's amazing how quick the cheese melts. The humbling comes for us all. Matter of fact, I still remember the first time I saw you playing the Dykeman. You was a freshman. So cocky, you'd make LeVar Ball blush.
Oh, all right. So that's why you took my ankles, huh? Man, I remember. People still send me gifts of that.
That's why you so salty, huh? Man, you are competitive. I get it. No one likes to clown it. Man, the reason I did that, though, man, you was out there stealing my shine, man. I couldn't just relinquish the crown, man. It's Dykeman.
I know, man. They never let you forget.
Right? Man. So we good?
Yeah, man, we good.
All right. See, the real reason I'm here, man, I want to manage you.
Oh, okay. Look, yo, man, have you ever managed anyone?
I mean, technically, you're the first player I've ever even approached about this. But wait. You know, the last few years, I was coaching AAU, and I was finishing up my finance degree. You know, I've been paying my dues.
I don't know, man. Like, what's an undrafted free agent even need with a manager? You know, agent and lawyer got me covered.
No. Listen, they're deal makers. I handle the day-to-day. I'm talking media, endorsements. For instance, how much you paying for this crib, huh?
I don't know, 6.
6. It's a new apartment building over on Park that's willing to let you live there rent-free if you just mention them on social media. I got a car dealership and a furniture warehouse that's willing to do the same thing. That's a new crib and a new car gratis. I mean, it might not be glamorous, but listen, you gotta think about this. Do you want to be the kid with the frosty wrists? Or the one with the diversified portfolio, huh? Look, our paths wouldn't even pass a sobriety test. But we made it back. You're survivors. The real ones. Just imagine what we could do together, man. That's all I'm asking. Just imagine it, man.
Ahora nos estima también como el otro.
Hey, you know what? I don't have to think about it. I'm in.
Ok, pues aquí vamos a dejar el tercer episodio. Espero que haya gustado el piquecito con Marcus Young, la sacada de rabo de AI y la entrada en la NBA del mismo. En fin, gente, espero que haya gustado y nos vemos en el próximo. Adiós.